Hello, and welcome to another episode of Sunshine Sessions, conversations with Central Florida community leaders. I'm Evelyn Alisea, and my friend today, Mirly Perugorria, is who we will be interviewing. Welcome, Mirly.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
I know this is going to be a fun one because not only is Mirly a past client of mine, she's also a friend and a fabulous practitioner. So I'm super excited to dive into getting to know Mirly. So Mirly, first tell us a little bit about Palmer Natural Health.
So Palmer Natural Health has been around for almost 20 years. We started out here in the office as Palmer Chiropractic and Sports Medicine, and then later on was changed to Palmer Natural Health. My boss, Dr. Lisa Palmer, and Dr. Jason Dean, they've started this company to teach the world about true healthcare. So our mission is to change the way healthcare is perceived, educate our patients, and just change that whole paradigm, starting locally and then expanding to the rest of the globe. Which, thanks to kind of thanks to the pandemic, we've been able to do that through telehealth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I want to talk a little bit about that because you have a brick and mortar place right here in Longwood, in historic Longwood, but you also are able to see patients in other states and other countries.
That's correct. So my farthest patients are actually in Australia. I have a patient in Switzerland, one patient in South America, and thanks to telehealth and what we do through quantum nutrition testing, we're able to help people all around the world. We send them, the supplements that they need in order to get healthy. We create customized programs for them based off of the results of the quantum nutrition testing in our office, or like I said, it's a virtual testing technique. And we're able to help so many people of any age. So the youngest baby I've ever helped was still in the womb. And the oldest patient that we've ever had was over 90 years old.
Wow. So what does that look like, virtual testing?
Yes. So we use a modality where you're muscle testing. We'll put our pointer and thumb together, and then you go to snap your fingers. You could do it with your middle finger or pointer finger. And in front of us, we have our test kit, which has the different common causes, things like parasites, bacteria, you name it, mold, fungus, radiation, and stress, as well as a list of different organ areas. So when I'm testing a patient that's at a distance, like my patients in Australia, we first of all do a consultation, a one-on-one call where it takes about 30 minutes, and I get to know their health history. What have they been through? What have they already attempted? Most of them have gone through all of the doctors and have had very minimal results, if any. And, it's no fault of the doctors. It's just that they have a very limited tool belt. And a lot of patients that come to us also are not fans of taking medications as their first choice towards health. So they come to us in order to basically improve their health. So when I talk to them, I'm getting their entire health history, their dental history. If it's a woman, how was her pregnancy and delivery? Because those are important notes to take. I ask her about her stressors currently in life because those are important things to consider as well. And then once the conversation is over, I will go ahead and use my test kit and I'll start quantum testing. So I'll go through the list of organs first to see what organs are working well and which ones are not testing well. The ones that don't test well, then I go to the causes. So is that organ not testing well because it's upset because there's a parasite bothering it? Is it stress? Is it radiation? Now that we have our phones all the time on us. And then once I found the root cause, then I look for the right supplementation in order to help not just take care of the problem, but also give that organ support so that the body can then heal itself. So we're not doing the healing. We're just providing the body with the tools so that the body can heal itself. Usually the question that follows up is, how does that work from a distance? And I always give the analogy, it's the same way you're actually viewing me right now. So, Evelyn and I are of the generation where our phones were still attached to the wall. And the idea of, talking to someone long distance wasn't so weird.
That's right.
Because there was a cord connecting us. There were,
we were limited as how far we could go.
Your phone would pull you back if you went too far. And then as technology started to develop, we had the wireless phones, and we thought that was the coolest thing,
With the antenna.
Yeah. Just pull that sucker out. And then it went beyond the home. Then you had your first cell phones that looked like bricks, right? The newer generation will never know. And you know, we didn't think that was weird because we had this long antenna, and they told us, you know, the antenna sends a signal, and you're like, okay, that's witchcraft, but that's fine. We'll go with it. And nobody thought anything of it. But then as technology continued to advance, now we're able to have in person, like not in person, but live conversations with one another where we can see each other face to face through a device that we're holding in our hand. And nobody asked how that works. And it's the same technology, it's just frequency. I don't like to use the word energy because a lot of people get very weirded out, but it's just frequency. So right now there's a frequency being transmitted through the camera, and you're able to see this video. The same way our bodies also have a frequency. So I'll give you an example. I have a pacemaker. For those of you that don't know, it's actually part of my testimony and the reason why I came here.
So Mirly, what got you started in this field? Tell us a little bit about your background.
So thank you for asking. I actually initially was going to school to be a registered nurse. That was the goal that I had for myself, specifically pediatric cardiology. I wanted to help other children who were going through the same things that I went through. I was born with complete heart block, congenital heart block, and I wanted to help other babies and children that were going through that because I had the most reality with what that felt like, what that could look like. And I noticed that when I got to, you know, into college, my favorite subjects were math and science, specifically science, anything regarding biology, anatomy, physiology. I love those subjects, and I wasn't excelling at them. And it wasn't because I lacked study or the passion to learn. I just could not focus. And I remember crying to one of my best friends because I was so frustrated. And, you know, this friend told me, you just need to go get medicated. You probably have ADHD and you need to get on some kind of medication. Now, my mom did not bring us up on medications. So even though I was desperate, I was thinking about doing it, but I didn't want to, you know, I didn't want that to be my first choice. But I called my mom. I made the appointment with the doctor to get on something. And on the way to that appointment, I called my mom and I said, hey, Mom, I just want to let you know that I made an appointment to go get on medication for ADHD because I need to do well in my classes. And she said, listen, you know that I've been doing better since coming to Palmer Natural Health. You've seen my health improvements. Come to a seminar with me and let's see if they can help you with what you got going on. And in my mind, I was like, yeah, right, Mom. Like supplements are going to help with ADHD, you know, yeah, right. And especially with my heart, like, you know. And she said, just give it a try. What is there to lose? You can always go get on medication. You can always have the other alternative. And I said, that's true. And so I came to a seminar, and shortly after, I was completely amazed by how quickly I started to feel better. My recall was amazing. And I remember taking the first test on anatomy and physiology, and I aced it in under 2 minutes. And I say aced it because I got 100 points. You know, I got all the answers correct. And what was mind-boggling to me is that I'm reading the question and I immediately could recall the answer, and I was just going down the line. And the teacher even looked at me surprised. She's like, "You're done?" And I was like, "Yeah, yes, I am." And she said, "All right, let me grade it right now." And she graded it, and she gave it back to me. She said, "Well done."
Wow.
And I had to suppress the tears because going from failing all your class, well, not failing, but not doing as well in all the other classes that you like, to all of a sudden being acknowledged because you did so well on a subject you like, and you didn't have to rack your brain around what's going on. Why can't you recall the data? So that's when it hit me, like how powerful, you know, natural medicine can be. And so I decided to apply to work here. In 2013, I was a patient. In 2014, I applied to work here. And in 2016, I became a licensed massage therapist so that I could be a practitioner of quantum nutrition testing. And since then, I've seen, you know, I've been up to over 100 patient visits a week, helping anyone that's going through any kind of health concern. My passion is children, women that are having fertility issues, but we can see anyone regarding anything, even weight management, nutrition, coaching, things like that. We're not nutritionists, just to be clear. But we've been able to help so many people through this. So that's what brought me here and why I'm so passionate about it. It's because I got to experience it for myself.
Mm-hmm. That usually it resonates so much because most of the most successful people, it comes from a place of personal experience, of having seen success with themselves, and then you get this like desire to help, right?
Yeah.
It just fuels you.
Yes,
because you're just a little passionate about it.
A little bit, just a little bit. Yeah, it's been life changing, but most importantly, it's been very validating. It's given me purpose, which I feel like it's just invaluable. And that purpose is what also gives you drive to keep the company moving forward. We're hiring staff constantly because we're growing, and it's been amazing. So the way that they check the frequency of my heart, they don't go and jab rods in the heart and tell me, oh, the electricity of your heart's working great. That would be very painful, and a little much. But what they do is they actually put stickers with metal pieces at the end, and they connect that to wires. And there's a machine called an EKG, and it reads the frequency of the heart. Rather than sticking stickers on you, and obviously if you're at a distance, that wouldn't apply. I am reading the frequency of the heart at a distance because, like I said, right now you're watching me through this live or through this video, and you're picking up on the frequency of what's happening right now, this conversation. So that's what allows us to test people at a distance, and it's what's allowed us to service over, hundreds of patients a week.
So tell us, what are the services that are offered here at Palmer?
So, like I said, QNT, quantum nutrition testing, is one of the services that we provide. Our bosses are Dr. Lisa Palmer and Dr. Jason Dean are also chiropractors. So they help with any patients who have any kind of spine issues, sports medicine. So if your children are involved in sports and they need to, be checked, Dr. Palmer, just a fun fact about her, she was a Division I athlete for soccer and women's soccer in her university, and she also played professional women's football. So she knows her sports. Yeah, and she definitely knows how the body's supposed to work. So we do chiropractic care, we do education, and we're looking to enhance the what we offer in the office. Where that's what we're looking into next.
And with that, supplements, right, which is part of the quantum.
Correct. Okay. And we do physician grade supplementation, meaning that they are supplements and herbs that are meant to cause an effect. They don't have contraindications with medications. And we use a variety of different companies. We're not necessarily married to any specific company, meaning that we don't care if you test for a product from one company and a product from another. We just want to make sure that that's the right remedy for what you've got in your body or your needs, and we make sure that you can digest them well and that you're not sensitive to any of the ingredients before we tell you, this is what we recommend you take.
So tell us, what does the future hold for Palmer and for Mirly?
Yes. Here. So for Palmer Natural Health, our goal is to expand. We obviously want to continue to see more patients and help more people around the world. So with Palmer Natural Health, we're looking for more staff to help facilitate all of the inflow of new patients that we have coming. For practitioners, we're looking for people who are looking to help people, achieve the maximum health. So people who are interested in study quantum nutrition testing. My boss, Dr. Lisa Palmer, teaches QNT. She's got an academy. Our mission is to expand and reach as many people as we can.
Sounds like you're on your way. Yes. So Mirly, when you're not here working, what do you like to do in your spare time?
For me, and Evelyn knows, I have a new baby at home. He is going to be 9 months old in a day. And so at home, I like to just kind of spend quality time with my son. And what's funny is when he's feeling a little off, I'm constantly quantum testing him. And it's been a lifesaver as a new mom. I'm also working on just what I can do to expand my own personal growth. My husband and I are working on those things. So it's funny because the goal is to constantly expand, whether it's in your work life, in your personal life. So I'm usually home with my new little squishy, just spending quality time with him, and it's been great. I can't complain.
That's wonderful. He is precious, by the way. No joke.
Yeah.
So what, for the viewers that are watching today, do you have any events coming up, anything that you would like to plug here, promote, any specials that you're running?
Yes, thank you. So our office consistently runs one seminar a week with different practitioners. I actually am talking on fertility and pregnancy tomorrow. The second Monday of each month, we do a practitioner panel, meaning if you join us through Facebook Live, you can ask us questions as we're doing the show, kind of like, you know, we record it and we screen it. And as the questions come through, we answer them, as well as answering like commonly asked questions like, what is Q&T, and can you help with this or that? And it allows for people to interact with us in real time, and answer any of the questions that they have. Outside of the office, we have a salsa night event coming up in August. So we are going to be posting those dates on our Facebook page. So make sure that you guys go to our Facebook page, like and follow for information on that. We also do quarterly events. So again, all of those events are on our Facebook page. So make sure that you guys follow and like, so that you can be a part of that with us.
Tell them where they follow and like you at.
Yes, so it's Palmer Natural Health on Facebook, as well as our website, palmernaturalhealth.com.
Great. So if someone finds you through Parkbench, is there any specials that you would like to offer our viewers if they come in and say that they found you through this particular video?
Yes. So if you find us through Parkbench, we have a special offer. Normally our consultations is $250. But for those of us who find us through Parkbench, we like to offer you the consultation for $120. That includes 2 appointments. So in the first appointment, it's the 30-minute appointment where we're doing the one-on-one talk, getting all of your health concerns, your previous experiences, dental history, all of those details. We'll do the quantum nutrition testing. And then in the second appointment, what we will do is we'll give you a report that we will go over every single detail of what we found, what your protocol looks like. And then if you're in agreement and you want to go ahead and proceed and, you know, go on this mission with us to improve your health, that's when you go ahead and get started. And it's the same with the same way with chiropractic. The first consultation is when they're looking at the spine, doing a complete exam in detail. And then in the second appointment, you would get the report with everything that they found that, you know, you need to have adjusted, a treatment plan, and then you decide to sign up for care at that time.
That's great. So for all things natural health, reach out to Mirly Perugorria here at Palmer Natural Health. And for any of your real estate needs, reach out to me directly at 407-340-8154. Thanks so much for watching us today and have a great day.
Bye.